Hi guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with my September Kill a Kit with Style. And so in true regular Christina fashion, I have put together a huge kit for the month that I know I will not get through everything, but I definitely have pulled out some things that I would like to try and use this month. And so I'm just going to go through real quickly and show you everything that is going into my kit. Again, this month I am using my organizer from IKEA to keep everything kind of organized and separate so that I can pull all this out together to play along with it. And I definitely have made an effort to put a bunch of acetate ingredients into this kit because the September product focus in the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group is acetate. So if you are not a member of that group, I would definitely head over to Facebook and join us because we're going to be showing you lots of fun ways to use up some of your acetate pieces this month. And I also had a request from several people that they really enjoyed seeing me use one of these huge 12 by 12 paper pads that we often find in our big box stores. And so I have built my kit this month completely around this 12 by 12 paper pad, and it's called Pretty as a Poppy. And this one is from Hobby Lobby. And so I have not even cracked it open except to look at the paper. So it has some great pink foil detailing. It has all kinds of kind of gray, pink, and then black and white. So those are kind of the elements that I started with. And so I'm just flipping through real quick, showing you all these different paper. So I have not pulled out a ton of other papers because this is a huge amount of paper just within the paper pad itself. And so I haven't pulled a lot, can't wait to use this. I haven't pulled a lot of extra paper into my kit this month because I really want to focus on giving you guys some more ideas for how to use these huge paper pads, especially the ones like this that have like 3 sheets of the same paper. And so I started here, and then I also added in just a couple of other pattern papers, and you'll see why here in a minute. So I grabbed this one from Felicity Jane. This is from the Essentials. So this is just a white with kind of some black detailing, a nice floral, and another stripe. And then I have grabbed some leftovers from Cocoa Vanilla Wild at Heart. This is just the butterfly watercolor paper. And then I grabbed some Maggie Holmes Gather. I used this in one of my previous kits with all of the music notes on it. And then I've also grabbed this leftover piece also from my Maggie Holmes kit that just has a bunch of cameras. And so the reason I am pulling this particular set of papers and scraps in is because I wanted to incorporate some of this really great blue. And the reason I did that is because when I was pulling out all my embellishments, I really wanted to use this new sequin mix from Spiegelmom Scraps. It is one of my absolute favorites, and it is brand new, and I really wanted to play around with it. So this one is called Music to My Heart, and it has that kind of peachy coral and the gold, but it had this really vibrant blue. And so I am good with it, how it matches with a collection like this, because I can pull out those peaches and the golds. But I also wanted to be able to go in a different direction and incorporate some blue. So I have pulled in some paper and some design elements with that same blue color in order to kind of pull all that together and give me a different type of layout that I can also create that isn't pink and gray and gold. All right, so I grabbed a 12 by 12 shaped piece of acetate. This is from Bella Boulevard, their Color Chaos Invisibles. And so this just has a bunch of words. It is that thicker acetate. It has a little bit of a kind of frosted look to it. So we're going to play around with that. I have also grabbed a few cut files I have left over from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club retreat this past week. So I have this one, and then I have some circles. And then I also have this really awesome black frame cut file. And so I want to try and use those this month as well. And so that is basically going to do it for the paper. I think I have like one more other little scrap of some leftover Felicity Jane. So that's really going to be the bulk of the paper is going to come from that 12 by 12 paper pad. And then as usual, I have a ton of embellishments and other elements that I want to add. And so I am just going to fill up my caddy here as I go. All right, so you already saw I have pulled Music to My Heart sequins. I also pulled in some black onyx. So this has more of the black and white and gold. And then I have grabbed my favorite, which is Black Tie Event, which is just black and white. So that's going to give me my sequin options for the month. I had this little black and white kind of gingham tag left over in my Felicity Jane box. So I'm going to throw that in because it goes really well with the colors. And then I also have some black ribbon. So that's going to go on in here as well. I pulled out 2 different washies. This one is a gold heart from Felicity Jane. And this one is my favorite diagonal stripe in black and white. So we're going to get those kind of incorporated into this kit. And then I had this one, actually I think there's a couple. Yep, a couple here. Little cards from Allie Edwards that just say the details. So we're going to see if we can get those used up. And then I also have some Tim Holtz trim. And this is just a white lace. So we're going to see if we can get a little bit of that to put into this kit as well. So just trying to get lots of different elements, lots of different textures, and lots of different things that I can layer together. I have some leftover Wild Heart enamel dots. These are the glitter ones, and this is another way that I'm going to kind of pull in those blues. So it gives me some more options in addition to my sequins. I also have, these are cardstock shapes from Felicity Jane, and so this is giving me a bunch of stars and hearts and then a few little banners. So we're going to throw that in here. I have some puffy sticker cameras from Freckled Fawn, also in the black and white. So you can see we're going to do a lot of black and white, and then we've kind of got pops of either blue or pink. I have pulled in my acetate words. These are from Heidi Swap, and these are ones that can go through the Mink if I want to make them a different color, so I can bring in that blue or the pink if I wanted to. And so I do have the entire pack here, I believe. So things like Unplug, Magical, Brave, all kinds of different little acetate words. And I want to give you some ideas of how I use acetate and how I attach it while we're talking this month. I have some little 3D kind of bubble stickers from Park Lane that are all kind of travel themed, and then they also bring in some of that little bit of pops of color. So we're going to throw those in. I think those were in my kit last month too. I have some stamps from Cocoa Vanilla Studio. These are more than words, so it's going to give me some of those butterflies and some phrases I can use. I also left out my Ink Road hashtag beautiful mess that you saw me use in a project this week. I'm going to try and throw that back in here and use it again. And then I've also grabbed some background stamps. These are from Kessie Art, and these are from Feed Your Craft, that are going to kind of give me a chance to bring in pops of color in kind of a subtle textured way. So we'll see how we can get some stamps in this month. I also have some transfer rub-ons, and these are from Faber-Castell, and there's phrases and flowers, I believe, in here. And these will work with mixed media. So I was thinking this would be another way that I can tie together the black and white along with pops of color. And so I have, yep, the florals and then also the phrases. So those should be fun. Throw those in here. All right, also from Feed Your Craft, this stuff was part of a pattern play kit. And so they went with that stamp set. Where did I put the stamp set? All of this stuff came together. So I grabbed this whole kit of stuff to kind of throw in here. So we've got puffy stickers, an ephemera pack, and then the pocket page cards, all in those black and white colors. So I'm hoping this month to really do some playing with mixed media, bringing in some brighter colors to all these black and white elements. I also pulled some acetate butterflies that are left over from Jen Hadfield, and I'm not necessarily going to use these greens, but the pinks are certainly in my paper pads, so we can try and use those. I have this gold dipped foam alphabet from Felicity Jane, so that should bring in some of the gold elements. I also have a sticker pack, and this is from Prima, and this is another way that I'm going to pull in some of the bright blue. And these are just all kinds of little squares and icons. So these will be perfect, especially if I do some layouts in my traveler's notebook. And then I have just a few pieces left from Wild at Heart. So because I pulled in a couple of the leftover papers, I'm pulling in the few pieces of ephemera I have left. And we will go ahead and open these up and throw them in here and see if we can get them used up. So I've got some tickets and some leaves, little doily, couple little phrases. Let's definitely get those used up. I also have some leftovers from the sticker sheet that goes with Wild at Heart, and this is going to give me some phrase stickers as well, so I thought I would try and pull in some of those. And then I grabbed two stencils. This one is Flowing Drops from Altenew, And then this kind of sunburst one from Catherine Pooler. So we'll see if we can create some really fun kind of ombre looks with these this month as part of my backgrounds. And then last but not least, I have some acrylic. So I have 2 pieces because we are doing a swap with Bramble Fox this month. So this one just says Adore Today, and this one says Just Because. I know those are kind of hard to see. We're going to get these used up on a project right away. And then I also have some little leftover pieces, and these are from an older Click kit. So I have my life, a little heart, and an arrow. So we'll see if we can get those used up this month as well. And so that's going to do it. My box is reset. I am ready for a new month, and I can't wait to see what stash kit you put together. So do make sure that you tag me so I can check it out, and I will be back creating with this kit very soon. See you then. Bye.